the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. So I already did a video today. Some of you may have already watched it. Yeah, is it time to secede? I know. I'm talking about personal cultural secession, taking and getting us out of this junk that we're in and establishing our own independence apart from what's going on. We have to do that. We have to be prepared, fortify our own personal positions with our families, our homesteads, and the communities that we're building around us, because we cannot depend upon the government or any entity. I don't care what state you live in. I don't care what governor you have. I don't care what politician runs whatever around you. We cannot depend upon that. And we have to do what we can on our own to fortify our own positions, folks. That's the point that I'm getting at. And in that video, and I've said in other videos too, that I believe wholeheartedly that what we are seeing happen to this country is being done on purpose. It's being done on purpose because they are trying to, they're trying to direct the crash in a certain direction. That's what they want. They want it to crash and burn. Not the stock market, not the economy, not this or that, all of it. They want it to crash and burn because they probably feel from those ashes they will rise in this new world order. And I'm telling you, everything, the handwriting is on the wall everywhere you look, that I believe that they're wanting it to crash. And here's something else. This is something I didn't mention in today's video, so I thought I'd make a second one just to show you what I'm talking about. This whole stuff at the border, folks. I don't talk about it probably as much as I should, because I figure, well, everyone's probably aware of the absolute insanity. You know, they're talking like in this past month or so. Remember when they were all there in Del Rio, Texas, and they were coming underneath that bridge, and I even showed pictures of it on here. Somewhere around 30,000 or so Haitians crossed, 32,000, I don't know, 40,000. There's all kinds of numbers, but it was a lot of them came across. In case you didn't know, maybe you didn't do good in geography, Haiti is not, you know, on the border or near, or at least on the same piece of land as the Texas border. There's actually a bunch of water. It's an island, okay? Haiti is an island state, right? They can't walk across water. It's way too far to swim. So how did all those people get there? I mean, supposedly these are like really poor people that just, you know, they're just coming here to try to get ahead and everything. Well, they had enough money to get on a boat, apparently, and bring them somewhere in Mexico or wherever, to bring them up to the border. And nothing's being done. We all know that. I don't even have to really go into that. We know that nothing's being done. Well, it's just going to get worse, and it's been worse. You know, there's been hundreds of thousands of border crossings since the start of the year, especially since January 21st. You know, probably all of you know what happened then. NBC, one of the most liberal, left-leaning, social, communist, progressive, Marxist news stations out there, is even reporting this, that they expect in the month of October to be somewhere between 350,000 and 400,000 border crossings, many of them coming from Haiti, but not just Haiti. That there is apparently this migration, this caravan of around 400,000 people headed to the border. Now, we've gotten kind of too used to hearing that. We've heard that for the last few years, these caravans that come to the border. And maybe because we hear it too often, we've become complacent, kind of numb, and really putting our heads around that. I want you to imagine in the United States, 400,000 people. 400,000 people. Let me put that into, I think that's about the population of Miami, Florida. About the population of Raleigh, North Carolina. I think that's somewhere in the neighborhood of the population of Minneapolis, Minnesota, possibly more. I think my numbers were a few years back, so you know, with the new census, maybe they've gone up. It's possible, but it's at least puts you in the ballpark, folks. That puts you in the ballpark. That many people traveling, apparently on foot, is what we're told. So they're traveling on foot. I know that's not really what's going on, but that's what we're being told. that these people are walking across Mexico. 400,000 of them. 400,000 people are walking. Do you realize that's like Moses leading the children of Israel out of Egypt? Like, that's insane. The amount of resources alone. 400,000 people walking. Where are they getting all the food and water? I mean, you know, parts of Mexico is tropic, but certainly as you get close to the border, it's not very tropic. So water's going to become a real big demand. Where are they getting all that? 400,000. Who's buying their shoes? 400,000 people walking across an entire country. Their shoes are going to wear out pretty quickly. Where's this all coming from? I mean, no one notices 400,000 people walking across a country, apparently. I'm pretty sure, as big as this nation is, that if 400,000 people decided to one day get up and walk across the country, everyone would know about it. It'd be all over the news. Everyone. There'd be videos of it. People would be live streaming it. YouTubers, Twitter, all those other junk that's out there. People would be all over it. Where is it? We're 400,000 people apparently just walking across the country. Where are they all coming from? How are they getting there? These are just strange, weird questions, I guess, but 400,000 people are headed to the border. And do you think we're going to stop them? No, not at all. We're going to let them in. And you know why I know we're going to let them in? Well, one reason, not just because we've been letting them in. Do you know that the United Nations has been at the Mexican border since like February? That's funny. That's just after January 21st, when all this really started getting bad. The United Nations has been on the Mexican side of the United States border with Mexico, and they're processing people. They're giving them paperwork. They're telling them what to say. They're telling them where to go. So this concept, probably we have it because of movies we've watched of, you know, these illegal Mexicans sneaking under a border fence or swimming across the river or crawling under a tunnel and stuff. And then they get here and they don't speak English and they don't know where they're supposed to go and they try to make a life for themselves. That's not happening, folks. Vast majority of these people aren't even Mexican. They're from all over the world. In fact, I believe since the first of the year, there's been 89 different nationalities recorded coming across the border, most of them from the Middle East. That's weird. I mean, I didn't know you could walk from like Yemen to, you know, the Texas border, but apparently I guess you can. These people aren't just like coming across and then not knowing what to do with their lives. They have United Nations people on the border because the United Nations, they've been pushing this concept that there should be borderless world because we should be in a one world government. There shouldn't be borders, right? They're on the Mexican side and they're processing people. They're giving them papers. They're telling them what to say, what to do, who to talk to. They're getting them connections with attorneys, all that kind of stuff. You know, they're setting them up, you know, okay, when you cross, you go to this, you know, social services, you know, office and you apply for this and here's some paperwork. That's what they're doing. They're not, these people aren't just like happening to get across the border and then trying to figure out what in the world to do with their lives. The United Nations is on the Mexican side. That's not even being reported. The United Nations admitted it right on their website. You can go to it and check it out yourself if you don't believe me. But no one's talking about that in the news. This is a global effort from the global elites, the people that want a one world government, the people that want to destroy individual freedom, the people that want to destroy, you know, our republic, our freedoms that we have here, this Judeo-Christian beliefs of morals and family values, biblical truths. They want it all destroyed because they want their new world, new age, you know, advancements and you know, technology and, you know, new technical revolutions and, you know, the third industrial revolution or fourth industrial, whatever it is now. And that's what they want, okay? So you got to get it kind of out of your head that this just all is just happening. It just Just what a coincidence, man. We thought 2020 was a weird coincidence year. I mean, we all filled up our bingo cards in 2020, but now here we have 2021, and what is the coincidence that we have back-to-back years of just craziness? Folks, we're on the plane. They're in the pilot seat, and they are in a controlled free fall trying to hit a certain destination. And what I'm telling you is, you can stay on this plane if you want, but I assure you, I know where you're headed if you stay on this plane. I'm telling you, grab a backpack and jump out the back door. Yeah, it's gonna stink. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be scary. It may be bad. You may not live. But if you stay in your seat while you're on that plane crashing, I guarantee you I know what's gonna happen. It's what this cultural secession means. Bail out while you still can, folks. Find the places that you need to live to ride this out. Build the communities around you. Get prepared spiritually, mentally, physically, all that. Because they're trying to just crash it all. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know. I don't know how else to show people that this is what's happening. All right, folks. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next video.